We are beginning this evening on June 25th, 2009, a day that many will not forget. Two pop culture icons both passed away today. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson died a few days ago, and Jordan decided that what she wanted to talk to for this episode, she decided that what she wanted to talk about was Michael Jackson. I told her I was fine with that. We could talk about whatever it was that she wanted to talk about.
Very sad moment, Jim Moray. Shocking to think about it. It was only, an hour or so ago that we began to hear word that he was rushed to a hospital, and now these two news organizations reporting that he's dead.
You know, I was thinking back to what Jeff Toobin said 30, 40 minutes ago, that this was extremely sad news, not altogether shocking given the way Michael Jackson looked in the last few years, but obviously it's a stunning development on this day where we've already suffered the loss of Farrah Fawcett. That was expected because she's been ill for some time. This clearly is really out of the blue. Even though Jackson looked frail to many people, he was embarking and planning to embark on this worldwide comeback tour. It was always his dream to come back bigger than he was. Whether that was possible or not, we'll unfortunately never know. But Michael Jackson is an enormous international superstar, and to think that he's gone now is stunning.
Anyone who's seen my Facebook page in the last couple of days knows how I feel on the subject. But this was a topic that Jordan, I guess, wanted to put on film or put out there. I really have no major opinion, yay or nay, on his passing. I think it's a little hypocritical of the media to have, in the last 5-7 years, come down on Michael Jackson for his little idiosyncrasies. But now, because of his passing, they're all on his dick and trying to praise his career. A little hypocritical. But honestly, the way I feel about it, he's dead. No big deal. Doesn't change anything or any way that I do on a day-to-day basis. He was simply another man that put his pants on one leg at a time, no different than I. Paid his bills, raised his kids, had his day-to-day operations, no different than any of us. So him being alive, him being dead doesn't affect me either way. Yes, I grew up listening to his music. I enjoyed a lot of his music. I have to say, Off the Wall is probably one of the best albums ever laid on wax. I will not take that away from him. But where was CNN, TMZ, MSNBC, any of those mediums when my father died, or when your father died, or your mother, or whomever? What about all the boys and girls, all the young men and women overseas wearing a uniform fighting? Where's the media when they pass? Why are we putting Michael on such a pedestal that his passing at 50 is such important news that everything else that went on that day was overlooked? For hours and hours and hours, on every station that you turned to, it was Michael Jackson. Farrah Fawcett died same day, I believe. Ed McMahon died a couple of days prior to that. And as I sit here right now and film this, Billy Mays died today, Sunday. He's the OxyClean guy, the guy with the full mustache and beard. His wife found him in bed this morning dead. How much media attention will be given to him?
Is it recording? Okay. Hi, people, viewers. The topic that my father and I were supposed to talk about today was about Michael Jackson and his death. We have to put the videos together because we're not in the same place right now. But the most way I feel about this, because it affects a lot of people actually around the world. I feel when I found out, at first I thought he was joking, I didn't think they were serious, and then I looked on the news, turned on the CNN, and found out that someone said Michael Jackson was dead. And I felt like I lost one of my best friends. I felt like I lost, someone close to me. He was an incredible man, very talented, beautiful person. Even if I didn't know him, I could, just from what I've seen, music I've heard of him, he seemed like a beautiful, incredible person. And I'm a huge fan, a huge, huge fan. And I give love to the Jackson family, and may he rest in peace. Those are mostly my point of view on the death of Michael Jackson. But we shouldn't mourn his death, we should celebrate it, because his music still lives in all of us. And we love him dearly. So, bye!
Yeah, I think the media crosses a fine line between what's news and what's sensationalized. And I honestly feel that this was. If you want to talk about something, talk about all the young men and women that haven't made it home from overseas and that still will not make it home from overseas. Talk about them. Talk about the young men and women who put on a uniform in this country. Firefighters, police, even the soldiers that are here in the States. They may not necessarily be putting themselves in harm's way, but at some time during their career, they could be called to be in harm's way. Where's the media attention for them? Why is CNN, TMZ, MSNBC, any of the major networks not ringing the bells, making the phone calls, knocking on the doors of the parents, the friends, the wives, girlfriends, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles? Why are they not talking to them and asking them a little tidbit about those individuals? My heart certainly goes out to the Jackson family. They lost a father, a brother, a son. So my heart goes out to them for their loss. But beyond that, especially all of that hero worship that I saw on Facebook, that's bullshit. That's all that is. That's bullshit. So fine, he made music, he entertained you. There's a host of other people that do that on a day-to-day basis that are still alive. There's a host of other people that have done it and have passed. Again, I'm not taking anything away from Michael Jackson's career. He's had one hell of a career. To come from where he came from to be where he was when he died, he's had one hell of a career, and I will never take that away from the individual. But I do feel that all of the pedestal placing and all of the hero worship and all of the RIPs and video montage, musical montage, pictures, the vigils outside the hospital, outside of Neverland, in the streets of Harlem, LA, wherever. Come on now, give me a fucking break. He was a man. Nothing more, nothing less. He's dead. Get over it. It's only going to last until the next person dies, and you'll jump on that bandwagon.
It's actually been kind of surreal. It's really exciting to be here and see the support that came from his passing and so forth. But it's kind of it's unreal. We kind of need a little time to process it all. It's kind of like, are you serious that that really just happened today? So just kind of take a little bit to digest it.
People singing, trying to stay positive and celebrate his life. His spirit lives on, but at the same time, it's a very, very sad day.